All right, let's jump right in. We're talking about a huge story today, one where the old guard of Wall Street is finally shaking hands with the new world of crypto. Yep, Morgan Stanley is stepping into the arena, and we're going to break down exactly what that means for, well, for the future of money. Okay, so here's the headline that's got everyone talking. Morgan Stanley, one of the biggest, most established names in finance, has gone and filed paperwork with the SEC. And they're not just testing the waters here. They're looking to launch ETFs, that's exchange-traded funds, for two of the heaviest hitters in crypto, Bitcoin and Solana. And this is no small thing. As one source put it, this is an explosive entry into the market. It's a massive signal that the big players in finance are really starting to change their minds about digital money. But what are they actually getting into? Let's dial it back to the basics for a second. So, what in the world is a crypto ETF anyway? You hear this term thrown around constantly, but what does it actually mean for someone who might want to invest? Let's break it down. Think of an exchange-traded fund like a basket. It's a fund that holds an asset, in this case, Bitcoin or Solana. Now, you don't actually have to go through the trouble of buying the crypto itself. Instead, you just buy a share of the fund, which you can trade on a regular stock exchange, just like you'd buy a share of, say, Apple. It lets you get in on the price action without all the technical headaches. And this is where the difference really becomes clear. If you buy crypto directly, you're on your own. You have to figure out digital wallets, navigate these really complex exchanges, and you are 100% responsible for security. You make one wrong move and your assets could literally vanish. The ETF, on the other hand, you invest through your everyday brokerage account. It's a regulated product, which makes it a much, much simpler and, frankly, a more secure way to get into the crypto game. Which brings us to the really big question. Why does this matter so much? I mean, Morgan Stanley isn't the very first to create a crypto ETF, so what makes this particular move so important? This is about building a massive bridge between two worlds that have, for a long time, been very separate. See, when a titan like Morgan Stanley gets involved, it's not just another product launch. It's a huge stamp of legitimacy. It says to the world, hey, this is serious now. All of a sudden, crypto isn't just for the early adopters anymore. It's being served up on a silver platter to mainstream investors. And that could open the floodgates for a ton of new money. So, that's the big picture. But let's bring it down to you. If you're an investor or even just crypto curious, how does this actually change the game for you personally? When you boil it all down, it comes down to two things: making it easier and making it safer. That is the crucial point. This whole development is creating a simple, secure on-ramp for everyday people to invest in crypto. It basically tears down a lot of the technical walls and security fears that have kept so many people watching from the sidelines. And that really leaves us with the most fascinating question of all. As these walls between traditional finance and digital assets start to crumble, what happens next? Will the rules and regulations of Wall Street end up taming the wild, unpredictable nature of crypto? Or is crypto about to be fully unleashed on the world's biggest financial markets, changing them forever? That, my friends, is the multi-trillion-dollar question to keep an eye on.